Greetings, my name is Gerold and I'll be giving a visual on how to do a proper push-up. So you always want to start with your hands a shoulder length apart. Okay, once we start here, you want to have your feet almost at the same placement, maybe a little closer inside of the arms distance. So if our arms are shoulder length apart, we want to have our feet just about the same amount, maybe a little closer. All right. And the main goal with a push-up, you don't want to hit the ground. You want to go as far as down as possible to the ground, okay? So we want to go here, keep it straight back. Notice how my gluteus maximus is not in the air, okay? So when we do push-ups, we don't want to have our butt in the air. It defeats the purpose of doing proper push-ups, all right? But later on, I'll show you different variations of push-ups. Right now, we're just going to focus on the basics. So when we're doing proper push-ups, we want to go down, up, lock it out, down, up, lock it out. And before you know it, once you get to about 20 or whatever a good amount for you, you'll start feeling in the triceps and the pectoral area, okay? And you'll feel it shoulders. All right, you think you got the hang of a proper push-up? All right, so now I'm gonna go through the different variations of push-ups. So me personally, I like to challenge myself doing push-ups, so I like to have my hand placement lower, almost similar to the lower chest area. So if I'm going here and scoop my body up, it targets a different region of the chest when we're doing push-ups. So if we scoot up and we doing push-ups where our thumbs are almost closer to our midline of our stomach, it makes it harder to do. So we go here, up, and then you'll feel all the tension in the lower chest. All right, so here, up. And there's also a different set of push-ups called shorties. So all it is the range of motion is not extended all the way up. And that's just for a quick pump. So I'll show you how to do that one also. So shorties are just here, extend up. And usually we use those type of push-ups when we're trying to do burnouts, sorry about that. When we're trying to do burnouts, or we in the off season for basketball players like myself, who like to get a quick workout in, we do shorties.
My name is Noor Shalbi. For muscle involvement, the primary muscles, we have pectoralis major, triceps brachii, and anterior deltoids. Secondary muscles, serratus anterior, pectoralis minor, middle and lower trapezius, and rhomboids. And then stabilizing muscles, rectus abdominis, transversus abdominis, obliques, gluteus maximus, and quadriceps.
Hello viewers, to follow up on my amazing classmate Jordan, I want to teach you guys more about contraindication and modification of push-ups. If you have any recent surgeries, any upper body injuries, you should not be doing push-ups, as push-ups is an upper body and body weighted exercise, but there are ways you can modify them. You have wall push-ups, you have knee push-ups, incline push-ups, and I'll show you an example of all three. For wall push-ups, you still want to have proper form, you just push through. For knee push-ups, it'll be the same thing. Just get on the ground. You don't need it. You still want to have proper form and you still push through. And if you're at a gym or at home, if you have anything to incline yourself on, for example, I have a bench. And these will be incline push-ups. Still want to have proper form. Just push through.
The three articles. The first is a comparative article. Bench press and push-up at comparable levels of muscle activity result in similar strength gains by Calatayud. It showed between 95 and 100% of the same engagement and activation for the pectoralis major, and then 100% of the same activation for the triceps brachii between the two workouts when the same weight is applied. Furthermore, it showed decline or weighted push-ups had even more effect on those primary muscles. Article 2 is kinetic analysis of several variations of push-up. It showed that a more narrow push-up targets triceps, while a wider stance push-up targets pectoralis major muscles. And then an unstable surface engages the stabilizer muscles the most. And then the third article is another comparative article with more applications for the exercise. A low load bench press and push-up induce similar muscle hypertrophy and strength gain. So similar findings to the first article. And it also talks about how push-ups are a really good low risk calisthenic exercise. They're really effective in improving functional strength in older adults. They require no equipment. They can be done without weight, and it's less common to see injury in this exercise compared to other exercises that target the same muscles.
Ways you can apply push-ups, whether they're for strength, whether they're for training, whether they're for rehab. You always want to have proper form, as it helps build muscular endurance and muscular strength, especially in your upper body. But to close this out, I think push-ups, or my group, push-ups are a very easily accessible exercise. Whether you want to train, whether you want to rehab, whether you want to get better, whether you want to just build strength, as long as you find your right modification and it fits you, that's all that matters. As long as you feel that you're building strength in your upper body, then I feel like you are doing push-ups correctly. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and thank you.
In closing, push-ups is an exercise that's easy enough and simple enough for anyone to complete it, but it shouldn't be done by individuals who have shoulder mobility problems. Thank you, and have a great day.